she's
I could
like,
definitely use a sandwich.
we'll make them up for you. And the two of them go in, and it's one of those things where like they're making sandwiches together and they're like swaying at the same time making the sandwiches, and it's just ridiculously too saccharine sweet and wholesome.
There has to be something. There has to be something going on.
Yeah, Finney just like looks at them and it's like, what am I witnessing? And
And
then
you
like
look at them and they bump butts when you do so.
I'm pretty sure they're aliens. Have to be aliens.
she just like slowly turns
Coneheads.
around and leaves the kitchen.
Look,
Just-
I'm telling you, they got a brain in their house, and they're an alien, and they're bumping butts. So it all adds up.
We're all there, right? I just want to make sure we are all
You're all
there.
there except Adrian.
We
think
barely miss
Riker-
Coneheads.
I think Riker just kind of stands there, and there's like a soft smile on his face as he's looking at him at Ruben's parents, and then he turns, yeah, totally aliens, yeah.
Maybe they're communicating like bees.
Do bees butt talk?
Yeah.
They dance.
They do, actually. And it's not long before the finger sandwiches are brought out, and juice, and some cookies like Oreos, but vanilla, with vanilla cream instead of, and they're vanilla cookies rather than the chocolate. Chocolate is gauche. So they bring the vanilla cookies instead. I hope you're hungry. I got a bunch of cookies for all of you. Do any of you prefer oatmeal raisin? We have those also.
Oh, I'm good.
But
I'm
these
good
are-
with these.
Great.
They're
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Where's Adrian? You're missing
Probably along.
one of the party.
He's doing a special homework project, something for extra credit.
Well, that's good. You got to make sure you do your homework. How's all your school doing, by the way?
Oh, yeah, doing great.
Good.
Doing great. And I pull up the book that I've been holding.
And his mom comes over to you, Hunter, and she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, "I'm so sorry about the game the other day."
Oh, yeah, it's no big deal. It's
No.
it.
It is a big
it-
deal. This is your team and your friends and your high school. This is a big deal. And both of us are sorry that it ended up the way it did. We feel bad for you. But I'm sure that UNLV will be calling because they always need a quarterback. Well, enjoy your sandwiches. And she turns and goes back into the kitchen with her husband.
Do I know what LV is? Is that the
University of Nevada, Las Vegas. It's the biggest college in Nevada. Everybody knows it.
Right.
And it's in state, so you'd pay state tuition. Actually, in the 90s, it would have been affordable, even if it wasn't state, probably.
Hunter, that's not, you might be able to do that. I mean, if you crack down on the rest of the year here and really get your grades up, you might be able to get a good slot on the team there.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they don't take that one loss really bad. Yeah, no, yeah, I can,
I mean,
I can books.
your
I can
track
books.
record will speak for itself.
That was a great line. I can books. That is such a great line.
I didn't catch everything you said. What did Finney say?
She said, well, your track record speaks for itself.
And that is like a triple entendre. There's so much depth in that those few words.
Yeah, track record. Yep. Shit.
She just like crosses her legs and like eats the cookie.
And you're there for a little while, and Ruben, your
Oh,
turn needs to
begin-
be fed, by the way. Huh?
Charlotte needs to be
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I'll go. That's what I was say. Yeah. So partway through, after eating like a sandwich or two, like I need to go feed Mikey. I'll be back.
And Mikey is still painted. Looks great.
I think Riker's gonna get up and leave Hunter with Sia and Finney and go with Ruben upstairs to. I don't think Riker's ever been in your room.
I'm
So,
good. I mean,
like-
I can.
None
I
of
can
us
beat him.
have.
None of
I can beat him.
I know you can. I just want to like hang out to you. I want to see your room. I want to see Mikey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go, man. Yeah.
Just left there
Right.
sitting between Finney and Hunter now, like.
And I look at Hunter and I'm like,
So, Finney.
This is the look you get.
I don't like Tiffany giving me that look.
So
anybody who's married knows that look.
God, I got to shiver off that one.
so Hunter.
What's your favorite movie?
She just looks at you for a long time.
And she was very much like face, hand. Okay.
That's a tough question for her because she would have a hard time picking. Let's see, like,
As any film buff would have a problem with that
Mhm.
question.
she's like, huh. I want to say it's like Ben-Hur or something,
Okay.
or yeah. She's like, it's actually Ben-Hur.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, no, I bet she was great in that movie.
Yeah,
What's
pretty
your
great.
What's your favorite thing about Ben-Hur?
She's like, I like the direction and cinematography.
Wait, when you say cinematography, you mean like how
How
They,
the
like-
shots are lined up.
cool. So like, I mean, tell me about like the shots, like, or like, do they just got like, like those Jaws shots where it's like, whoa.
Well, there's a pretty famous chariot race. That's got really complicated shots. I mean, they had to do all of that in person. All of those horses are real. All of people died, actually.
They're not like
Uh,
puppets or anything,
No,
like in Star Wars.
they're real actors on horses and chariots.
like
filming.
gladiators or.
Yeah, I mean, they have costumes, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, puppets can be also a unique medium. It's like Dark Crystal is a
Mm-hmm.
fantastic example of that. They took an entire medium and turned it and took it. She's like, they took an entire medium and made the same people that made the Muppets made Dark Crystal. Okay, just let that sit.
So they made a bunch of puppets out of rocks.
No. So
Okay.
she's like, okay, the Muppets are like this big. And she like does this. But
Yeah.
in Dark Crystal, the puppets are like this big and a person's in them.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, they're large, complex puppets. organized by puppeteers. That's a job. And all the sets are made.
Wait, so they don't just like find these places and just like kind of film it? They have to like actually make it?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of work. That sounds too much.
That's why it's like, well, that's why there is an entire field dedicated to making movies.
You know what? Maybe when this is all over, we can watch Ben-Hur. I bet she's dope. You could probably watch it at Adrian's place.
It's about a dude, but sure, we can watch.
It's not. Why?
Ahem.
It would be Ben-Him.
It's HUR.
Oh. He just wants to be called Ben-Hur? That's probably confusing.
Like,
And the growth stopped.
and she's like, she just makes like, there's a motion with her hand, and she's like, like the hand goes up and up and up, and then just nose dives down.
And Adrian shows up. Mom let you in. There's finger sandwiches and cookies and all that.
I walk in. I see that it is Sia, Hunter, and Finney. I know that Ruben's room is upstairs. I grab 2 sandwiches, make no noise to draw attention, and I go up the stairs.
And the mom whispers to you as you're going, "Good luck on your homework assignment you were working on."
Thank you. It was actually really difficult, but parts of it were easier than I thought. Thank you. And I make my way up the stairs.
And Hunter looks
Betrayed.
shell-shocked a little bit, but also is, searching. That's better. Not shell-shocked.
I wave at Hunter from the stairs taking a bite of a sandwich.
And Finney, you see Adrian come in and go out, like in one long pass.
She just kind of goes, well. So, you're reading a book, Hunter. How's that
He
going?
does motion for Sia to join, by the way.
Oh, I gotta go to the washroom. I'll be back.
Wait, no, this is not even your house. What? Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's whatever. It's just the Beautiful and the Damned.
Okay. How far have you gotten into Fitzgerald's work?
Well, you know what? Like I keep losing my place. Like I read a little bit, and then like the next day I get back to the book and I'm like, man, I have no idea where I'm at. So I have to start at the beginning again. So
She's like, hand me the book. And she just like takes it, opens it, and then I feel like she's a dog ear. So she's like, she just takes the corner and bends it. And hands it back.
oh, yo, superstar, this is smart. This is real smart. I should do that. I should fold all the corners of my pages so I know where I'm at.
But only do it to books that are yours.
Well, yeah, my dad gave me this book, so yeah, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna ever lose my place. I'm gonna fold all the corners.
You might want to fold up the corners that you're not using anymore.
Yeah, but if I like fold like all of them, it's like, I'm like taking all of them down,
Yeah, but then you'll
Like,
ruin the
take-
spine.
taking bodies.
You don't need to beat up the book. Just
Well, no, you know, just talking figuratively.
it's like if you do that, you'll expand the spine, and then it won't fit in the bookshelf.
Okay, all right. I'll just fold the one that I'm on.
Upstairs, the turtle has a beautiful pattern painted on its shell.
Dude. First off, your room's really nice.
It's
Sec-
super meticulous.
hmm
Secondly, did you paint the turtle shell?
No, I always forget the robot. What is his name? I always forget his name. Damn it.
Tick tick.
Tick Tick. No, Tick Tick did.
Why?
He in the book he read that it can, I believe, help with healing or something along the lines of that. I mean, but I let him know it's not right to paint on animals or, you know, creatures. So,
Yeah.
um,
I don't know what to do about that. Like, when I first met him, he told me he was reading that book. Like, obviously, I want him to explore and read, but that's
mhm.
not like modern information in the sense of how to get through now, right? I mean, or I don't know.
Well,
Like, I just
I
feel
mean,
like we
you
should be
get-
having him read other books, but then I'm actually worried how that will conflict with what he's already learned.
I mean, with anything, it might hurt for a moment, but I mean, it's learning he wants to learn. So, I think he's already open to it. So hopefully, he has an open mind. Um, so I heard you had a girl you were going after. Slinger was saying
What?
you were something.
What did Hunter say? He did this.
You you had a you were going after, or you had a girl in mind. I don't know. He didn't know much, and I assume you have it covered, but I don't know.
Uh, sort of. I mean, I talked to that person.
And the door
We were-
opens as you're saying this, and Sia and Adrian come in.
Seeing the faces on Adrian, on Wrecker and Ruben, he closes the door, turns to Sia.
Well, no, you hear a
I
few
have
words
some-
as he's opening it.
Right, which is when he closes the door because he's leaving that alone. Turns to Sia. I got something to tell you about your mother.
Yes.
So, I hacked Crafta.
Mm.
I needed a better computer than my computer to hack Crafta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you told me where the key was. You knew I was going over to your place to hack Crafta. It actually went really well, by the way. I don't think they knew that it was there, or if they did, I left, I think, a good enough trail to lead it back to someone else.
Okay.
So, we'll see. Funny thing, I didn't actually need the key to get in.
She was home.
She was home.
And you're starting to sweat like bullets, so what did you do?
I told her that if she actually wanted to be your mother and have a relationship with you, to stop trying to meet you halfway and meet you at your level.
All right.
And
And
then
like she's stone faced.
and then to get her out of the house so that I wouldn't incriminate her or you in what I was doing in case I got caught, I threw your mom's paperweight at the window and told her where Chris's address was.
As you're thinking through this, Sia, you feel in your hand, in your pocket, the screwdriver is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Just still there.
Don't need your help, Scott. Thanks.
That's a GM intrusion. Don't do that.
That's a
Not
GM
this game.
intrusion, right. Wrong game, boss.
I can just see you fidgeting as you're listening to this.
So I kind of really went off on her about how shitty parent in a different way than Finney.
Mm-hmm.
and how what she did affected both of us
Mm-hmm.
because it did.
Oh, it did.
So I don't. Obviously, she didn't get you at Chris's, so I have no idea where the fuck she went. But
No.
if you do run into her and she's acting at all differently, I'm sorry. We'll see how it works. I'm not expecting any actual changes at this point, because if she went in and actually gotten you, I'd expect her to mean it, but at this point I wouldn't buy it for 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah, she
Not that you need me not that you need me to tell you that.
No.
But I did want you to know what was going on.
I mean, I appreciate you telling me. Though it would have been nice to know before the action, not after it. Also, a reminder, you're a hypocrite.
I improvised given the moment, and I needed her out of the house.
Well, I mean, you, out of everyone else other than me, have every right to yell at her just as much, so.
No, not as much. You have more rights than I do. Don't get that one twisted.
Sure,
You know.
but she cost you a deeper relationship with me. They used our relationship to continue their fucking affair.
Which is ridiculous, and they can both burn in fucking hell for that, but that's beside the point. I don't know. I think that out of everyone, we actually might have the most healthy relationship in the group.
That is
It's
sad.
It's sad, but am I wrong?
No. I mean, Ruben's kind of like been good to all of us, so let's not discount
Ruben doesn't count. Ruben doesn't count.
What do you mean he doesn't count?
In this? That's like saying, that's like comparing drinking games, including LSU for drinking colleges. You can't do that.
The turtle is taking the bits of lettuce and turtle food very well.
Yeah, I have to see the door open and then close.
I imagine we can still hear them too. I imagine we can
Yes,
still hear.
totally.
We try to like. It's like that.
I think we're just quiet for a minute listening to their conversation.
It's a bedroom door.
Okay.
It's not like a front door.
Right.
I mean, and I kind of talked low.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I mean, yeah, I like somebody. I've talked to them. They know. Nothing big, you know.
And out in
If
the
anything
hall, you
does
can hear
happen-
this too.
Well, I'm whispering.
Because it's quiet.
Yeah.
I'm letting I gave him the opportunity to speak quietly in regards to it.
Yeah, I think our conversation would be louder than theirs. So.
Because I
Right.
hear them a little bit, but then I just start talking while they're talking. So that way, and I'm talking in a lower, hushed voice. But I'm like, you know, so I mean, they know how I feel. If something happens, it'll be slow, the way it should be.
Ruben, how do you react to Riker suddenly whispering to you instead of talking in a normal tone?
Well, he wouldn't. I think from the get go, I think like Ferguson would just keep looking at the door from the get go since he's been in the room. But he knows why he's doing it because we can hear them, and that's kind of awkward. So he's trying to like. It's hard because like when people are talking, his attention like it's so broken between like that and like him. So it's like that split focus. So, but he's managing. He is listening. Yeah. So
I'm definitely whispering because they're having a conversation. I want to be
Mhm.
That's definitely what's happening. So, but yeah, I mean, why?
well, I'm glad that it's going well with whoever it is you're going to see how it's going to go with. But yeah, that's and then should be fun too going to karate as well, because I think we had all planned to, right? If I remember correctly.
I don't know if you guys actually did. You guys tell Riker that you guys were all planning to go, or was that like a conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to have everybody
Adrian
there.
and Ruben at least.
It'd be really cool to have everybody there. But yeah, man. By the way, man, I gotta say, you got some pretty cool parents.
Yes, yes, my parents are awesome
I was
and make good
watching them.
sandwiches.
Yeah, I was watching them down there, and for a moment, it kind of reminded me of like how my mom and dad were. It was nice
Hmm.
kind of seeing that, especially with all the chaos that we've been dealing with lately. So, yeah. I know you
Hmm.
appreciate it, but some people might not. And I just wanted you to know that you're lucky, man. They're great.
Oh, I know. No, I know. They've been that way. No joke, they've been that way for as long as I can remember. So,
Yeah.
but yes, I'm super grateful. But I know that must be how that can be hard. Um,
It's not hard seeing other
for
people happy.
well,
It's
not
not.
that, but I mean, but I know bringing up those kind of memories must not can sometimes be, I don't know.
It's
Hmm.
it's weird. I mean, yeah, there's like a little bit of a pain there, but it just reminds me of the good times. And yeah, with the pain, but for the most part, it's just like it's nice to.
What's one of your favorite good times, if you don't mind me asking?
My dad took me to wrestling, and my mom went. We went as a whole family. It was, dude, it was amazing. I remember we went. It was my dad drove us to Los Angeles, and it was we got to see freaking Terry Funk against Scott McGee, Bob Orton versus Tony Garia, Bill Anderson versus the Spoiler, and most important, the Hulk Hogan for the WWF World Championship. Randy Savage, he pinned him for the title, and it was like cool. And I don't know, and it's just one of my favorite memories of them because it was we did it together. We drove out there together. We stayed there, and it was just like a whole big trip. It was incredible. It's, I just remember how happy I was that he took me there. And I think I'm going to be a pro wrestler when
Oh,
this is all done.
I mean, you already seem to have like the physique for it, so that'd be
Not even
that'd be
close,
pretty cool.
man. I got a long ways to go to get the physique I need for that. Those guys
Oh,
fight in the ring for like 15, 20, 30 minutes sometimes. Do you know how exhausting that is? Just fighting somebody on the street for like 5 minutes can like wear you out. So
well, I
Down,
did not, but at least you're getting back into karate, so hopefully that way
yeah,
you can get back into fighting shape.
yeah. That'd be great. But
downstairs, Hunter and Finney are conversing, and you hear the door in the kitchen where the parents are open. Maybe they stepped outside or something.
Well, we should go upstairs, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Oh, wait, I got. Can you, can you do me a favor?
She just puts her hands on her hips.
I mean, no, not like that. It's just
What is it, Hunter?
look. I already asked. Look, I know, uh, everyone's going through like a hard time, and I really want to try to help Riker out, but like, with my track record, he doesn't want to hear it from me. But like, I don't know, maybe you can give him like some like dating advice or like
And she's like,
because like he was telling me that like he was gonna go on a date with a girl, but it didn't go through, and like, you know what, he must be like ripped to shreds inside, so like
she just like there's sort of this knowing look on her face, and she just nods. Sure, I'll talk to Riker. Give him a little pep talk.
that's why you're the star.
Okay. Well, let's go up.
You get
You know
upstairs.
You know, they gave the room to us. Right?
And now you realize
I-
nobody's in the room except the two of you.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, they did. I thought they just wanted to see the turtle.
Let's go. Well, let's go see the tortoise. No, I want to see it.
But hey,
Okay.
I just want to do one little
Yeah.
thing
Okay.
and be like, but hey, I was serious about Ben-Hur. I mean, I know I was a crappy boyfriend, but I don't know. I want to try to be a better friend.
She looks at you, and there's this expression of like, I want to hope, but I'm suspicious sort of expression. And then yeah, sure. It's a long movie. You're sure you won't fall asleep through it?
No problem. I watch movies all the time.
Like, it's 200 to 12 minutes.
That's
Well,
like
she
2
just-
hours. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, okay, let's go upstairs.
200 minutes. That's like, you take 2 hours, put them together.
And
She
as
just
you
starts
get-
walking up the
As
stairs.
you get upstairs,
Yeah, I
you
quickly
hear
follow.
Sia and Adrian talking, kind of in whispers away from the door, and
No, was not in whispers away from the door.
Okay, just talking. But they're still in the hallway, and the door is closed to Ruben's room.
Hey, the turtle's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to talk to Sia about something real quick.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Knock on the door.
I just
Yeah, I like that you guys. There's this moment where you guys are all just standing in the hall, like, so.
we're gonna knock.
Yeah, I'm knocking. And then I just
Open
open,
the
it.
door. Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
it's not locked yet. Hey, yes,
All right, family meeting, real quick. We need to figure out what we're doing next.
Everyone circle around Mikey.
Mikey's
The old
painted-
mighty
painted.
tortoise.
Mikey's shell is painted in a pattern, a pretty pattern.
Nice paint
Hey.
job, Ruben.
So
Hey,
first things
Oh,
Sorry.
first,
that is pet safe paint.
that's not toxic paint, is it?
I don't think you should paint your turtle.
Why
I-
not?
I
It looks
agree.
red.
It was Tic Tic, guys.
How did you get Tic Tic up all these stairs?
Yeah, actually.
Tic
He
Tic got him-
moves in
he got
mysterious
themselves.
ways.
He got
That-
themselves. They got themselves up the stairs.
That
Yeah,
have
you
taken
need to
them
be-
forever.
You need to be careful. Their like human disguises are getting better and better.
No, they're not. They're really not. You just keep getting dumber and dumber, my friend. There's a difference. You might have taken one too many concussions over
Hey.
the years.
Hey man, I've been reading. I feel like I'm learning something.
How many pages does it look like he is with the dog-eared mark?
Probably as much as you can hold on one hand.
5 pages in.
You realize the first 3 pages of that are
Oh, yeah.
the title page.
Leave him alone, guys. Leave him
Let's
alone,
focus
leave him alone.
on hand. He's trying.
There's no rush.
Hey,
There's
I
no
got
rush
a
for
book.
reading. You can.
Starting to
I know,
read the
no,
book.
no.
Right. You're
I am
kids, Ruben.
ecstatic he knows how to read.
Thank you. Take it as compliment.
So
we're
let's
all
see
down
what
with
are
Chris, what's going on? Yeah, like what's going on with everything else, guys?
So, good news. Found information from CraftUp. For those of you who don't know, which is everyone but Sia, I spent most of this evening traipsing and dancing my way through Crafta's mainframe.
Okay.
They inherited Chris's issues, for lack of the better word. It started as a dark project. When everything went over, and Kraft had bought up all of the dark projects. That was one of them. So they're viewing him as a PR issue and hiding it. Also, found out why all of our friends and teams were acting so sluggish for so long after their stay at the beneficial hands of Krafta. Guess who used experimental tranquilizers on unknowing and unconsenting and without the consenting of parental figures? Use experimental tranquilizers on them.
I don't know who.
Yeah.
Even better news. I check my watch. In about an hour, all of that information is going to go to journalists in major newspapers around the world.
Sure, or is it what we're hoping?
Okay.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if
it was a worm I designed. I give it about a 95 chance odds of success.
Well, hopefully it does. Hopefully somebody posts it.
Also, you know how the robots seem more alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a code that Krafta found. Actually, oh, by the way, Sia, did you know your mom actually works for Krafta now?
And like her brows just get like very
high
heavy.
Up. Like up.
It wouldn't surprise me. She's always been a work climber, and if she messed up that loop, she would jump over it.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cassian knows because he got hired by them.
Your mom might have pulled a string to get him hired. Also, depending on what happened with that. Anyways, so your mother found something in the old loop. It's a code that they're trying to process as something that was created. I don't think it was created. I think that it evolved itself from other bits of code. I think it is. If I say anomalous code, self-replicating anomalous code, does anybody here understand what I am saying?
Just
No,
sounds like something
Yeah.
that doesn't belong.
Let me see. I have.
Actually,
Oh no, she.
This is.
So it'd be a mind?
Would it be a mind or tech? What would this be under, Scott? For us to know.
Comprehend.
Comprehend.
Program.
Comprehend. Oof.
Oh,
okay.
comprehend I can do.
Idea.
Well,
Yeah, we go ahead and try that.
So breaking it down this way Hunter can even understand it. No offense, but I'm using words that I know are outside of your vocabulary. I'm not actually insulting you with this. I'm trying to make it on your level. Seriously. Do you understand what self-replication means? Do you understand what replication means?
I got one
Yeah.
success.
Okay.
I got a success as well. So did see it.
So self-replication, self-copying, making itself, or even better, creating itself.
Like single cell organisms.
Like single cell organisms. And so I'm thinking kind of along the lines of whatever happened during the loop incident allowed a bit of anomalous, so different code to evolve and then start self-replicating and growing. So you know how long it took for us to go from single cell organisms to dinosaur?
Not like wasn't it like 1 billion years?
2.5 million, but yes, very long amount of time. 6 months.
Finny just like looks out the window and then back and like.
When you look out the window, you see Sia's mom is speaking with Ruben's mom and dad out at the sidewalk. You just happened to notice when you glanced out.
Oh, she's like, speak of the devil.
Just Finny, right? Finny, okay.
Speak of the devil, and look who's out the window.
What is she doing?
She's
Remember what I told you
to
about?
the two of them.
This is your play.
And
She might also be turning on me because she knows what I did, and she works for Crafto. Which, if I knew she worked for Crafto at the time, I would have handled that very, very differently. There's a good chance, because of your mom actually sent an email while I was in there, there's a good chance that I'm in a whole lot of fucking trouble.
If you guys need to sneak out the back, we can get out there.
Yeah, we should
quietly
relocate.
if you need to.
Let's...
That's fine. I can cause
know
a
what?
distraction. You guys can. It'd be okay. It'd be easy.
Do you not want to see what she has to say? I mean, this is your call. Do you want to see what she has to say and see if she's going to say something different this time? Or do you want to walk away?
I mean, the reason that she's currently at this place, Ruben's place, isn't me, because she doesn't know I'm here.
She
And
wouldn't know
she
that I'm here
shouldn't
either.
know.
She shouldn't know I'm here either, though. I didn't leave a note where I was going or anything.
Well, how did...
Do we
what
do
was
we
she
still have
on?
the?
Did you guys...
Is it
have you
Dragonfly
told
with us
us-
still?
Have
yeah, it's in
have you...
Adrian
you guys
should
haven't
have
told
it.
us...
backpack.
You guys haven't told us that you told her where we were originally, right? You haven't told us that.
So, I mean, the last thing that I know that she knew was that she was going to Chris's.
I did tell Chris where to reach us at this time. I didn't know that this is happening in case...
So, it's
Or reach out
possible
to
that she
us.
is... It is possible she is actually here for you, Sia.
Then I will wait until I'm called.
So let's just wait. Let's finish our conversation.
Anyways, so my question to you guys, so you now know what I've been doing. Probably a little rash. Should have handled that differently, but
Hmm.
I'm
I
just gonna
think...
keep an eye on the window and listen.
Yep.
Well, you can't hear him,
so-
but you do see Sia's mom is sort of pacing back and forth in front of the two of them while she's talking to them. And she's talking a lot with her hands, which is not a typical thing for her. She's generally kind of stoic of a talker, but you know, she's a little more animated than she typically is.
Mhm.
Go on.
So
You can crack the
so the
window if
question-
we need to a little bit. I mean,
So
we
the
can talk
question
quieter,
is,
but
what do we do next?
Well, let me tell you what I found out from my dad. And then she...
I was going to say, did you find anything out from your dad? That's what I was about to ask you. So
Well,
Right.
I did find out a couple of things. There were a few more names from the body count. Your dad wasn't there.
is
And
it all the names or just some of the names?
it's just a handful more.
I'm
We
checking Natalie for that update, man. If I see anything, I'll let you know.
sorry, I need to go back in my notes. Well, Dad told me that he used city-approved funds to investigate Crafta. So
I
That-
could prove that.
yeah, they approved it. And he suspects that Sia's mom is behind a lot of what's happening because she keeps showing up in the circles that he is poking, basically.
She's-
He's really concerned with transdimensional science, which Crafta has an entire branch dedicated to.
Is that like transporting through different dimensions?
Yeah, that sounds Star Trek.
You're telling
Or
me.
Star Wars? I don't know.
I mean, that could also be what created the code. If they're studying transdimensional physics.
Transdimensional physicist Amanda Wilson. That's right.
I mean, for all we know, there's a dimension out there where code is alive and we're the dead things.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it Dr. Olivia?
He talked to Dr. Martinez the other night to try to find out information. And he's been talking to his sources that he's been finding. He's talked to other scientists and they don't know what transdimensional physicists do or what that's about. And no one knows. They know that robots are alive, but don't know why.
I think I have the answer to that one.
Your code. Well, the code.
Yeah. The code.
Yeah. So, did a trans-dimensional code find its way into the loop and evolve, and then exit to robots?
My money is on whatever the loop incident, whatever caused the loop incident, caused the opportunity for, and again, this is speculation on my part, and I am not a trans-dimensional physicist. I'm a 19-year-old hacker. Take it with a grain of salt on this.
I mean, just look at the evidence. So yeah.
Right. So from what my guess on the chain of events is loop incident happened because the loop was with what the loop was studying. Who knows what happens if they kick it on wrong, or if they kick it on too high, or who knows what it could have even been an accident, but created the opportunity for the whatever turned the code into the self-replicating growing organism.
Maybe it's whatever's in the water.
It created. That's possible.
Yeah.
Or
It's 'cause
it could have so.
Whatever's in the water came. Maybe the event
Well, think
from the
event
flood
could have been-
flooded the waters, and it brought in this
Right.
trans-dimensional foreign substance that.
Well, it could have also brought in the thing, the actual spider crab, and
Oh yeah, could have brought in that.
You know why you have to get vaccinated before going other places, right?
So you don't spread the disease.
So there was no vaccination of this thing before it came over.
Yeah,
So-
true.
Did the code show up before, during, or after the flood? According to the notes.
From what I can tell, they can't tell exactly when that happened. They don't know. It was just found in the remains of the loop.
About a month after the flood.
About a month after the flood, but no one went
They-
in there that deep until a month after the flood, anyways.
And that was a
So
good-
There's a good chance that it has to do with the water, because the water touches machines and technology. That could have been if there was something in the water that's connected to the loop inside there that could allow.
Right.
And then that would also explain why the robots
Right.
are coming alive. Yeah, makes sense. But
Right.
what does does Sia's mom have to do with this?
She found it.
So she found it, but we don't. Doesn't mean it doesn't look like she did it, right? I mean, maybe that's why she's so invested in it.
We
She's
don't
trying
know.
to solve it. Maybe
She could also be trying to hide it. She could also be trying to hide her part in it. She could also be trying to manipulate manipulate the data as it's being found. She could be trying. There's so many vectors that can go off of.
Okay. What did your dad say about his meeting with Dr. Living Martinez? Did he say anything about what happened? What he learned from her?
He was asking her about Lovelace, if I remember correctly. But I do have a lead. There's this field that keeps showing up. She talks about how like there are 3 robots in this field, and we saw those same bots running off.
The ones
in
that
this-
Daniel tripped.
Yeah, the ones
He
that
chipped?
Daniel took. Yeah, he took the chips from them. The bots that took the evidence from the police center.
The ones connected
Station.
to the dragonflies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the robots that keep doing things are here. So we might need to go there. We'll need like a boat to cross the
Nice.
water.
I'm seeing 3 potential things here. One, we can confront Dr. Martinez or break in, because she's got to be hiding stuff probably to cover her own butt. If they're going to throw somebody out it'll be her, and she'll probably have something. If your dad's
Yeah.
talking to
Blackmail
her,
material. Yeah, she has to
there
have
might be
something.
something there.
Wait.
2, we can check out the field and see what's connected to that. Talk to Daniel, see what he can tell us more about those things since it's tied. I mean, there's several things we
I
can
say
do.
So I do think whatever it is, no more splitting apart doing different things. I think we're too late into the game for that. I am worried that next time we all break apart, because I don't know if Crafter knows what happened to me. I don't think Crafter knows that I was there. I don't think I tripped anything, but it's possible.
Yeah.
So I don't want Crafter to, and we're all known associates, so I don't want any more going rogue going
We
by
make it easy
yourself
for them to
bullshit.
kill us if we're all together.
Or we let them pick us off one at a time.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying go off solo. I mean, I kind of learned my lesson tonight. I went to get the flare gun, which I have, by the way. I have the flare gun with the flares in case we need that for something. But, I mean, that could have been really bad for me with Chris. So, I mean, I'm fine with going in like groups, but I'm fine with being all together if that's what everybody wants to. I'm just, there's ways this can go wrong either way. So, it's
Right.
really just.
I would feel more comfortable if we separate, we go in threes, we don't go in twos anymore.
Yeah. So we stick as one group, except in situations where we need, like, due to time constraints, we break off into two groups.
Right.
I'm for it.
Sure, we can be in a large group or in larger, smaller groups.
Or so now we
What
gotta
are we doing
decide.
now, though?
Yeah. Where do we want to start?
I think David.
It's the easiest one.
It's also in some ways the least and most reckless because we don't even know he's actually fully separated from Krafta. I hate that that's where my brain goes, but
Well, it's
We
hard to
don't know.
detangle yourself from Crafton.
right. Plus who knows, we might be giving him information and they could be giving him kickback if he's like, oh, here.
Question: do you have that information that you downloaded and sent out? Do you have copies of that?
I don't. That would have been too easy for them to lead back to me.
No. If we could have got a copy, I could have maybe got it to my, my godmother.
It's going to be in the news tomorrow, anyways.
Yeah, but then she'd have the evidence. She could say it was, delivered to her anonymously, so it's not like she got
Anonymous
it.
admit in Nevada, anonymous delivered evidence is inadmissible in court.
Yeah, but it could open up an opportunity for them to do a more thorough investigation. Is what I'm saying.
That's fair.
But it is what it is.
There were risks involved, and
No, understand. I just was
Yeah.
curious. I'm not pressing you to go get it or anything. I was just wondering if you happen to have it. I know there's a whole thing to you, what you do.
Yeah. By the way, I have a question, and this has been bugging me for years now. I look over at Ruben. My handle is La Fool, not El Fool, right?
What?
I've
Wait,
been
what do you
wondering, where did L come from? Because I thought you just heard me talking about my handle before, and that's where it came from, but I don't even remember. It's fine. I don't know either. It's something that's been bothering me recently for some reason. I don't know why.
It's stuck. Don't question it.
I'm
not changing.
I'm just curious.
It's not changing. It's not changing.
I know it's not
see him-
changed. It's too late for
You
that.
see Ruben just kind of process, kind of look off the space, kind of process and think, and yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. It just
I'm not mad at
Sounded right.
being L. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at being L. I'm just curious. Superstar makes sense. Karate Kid makes sense. Savage makes sense. Slinger makes sense. You're no longer Frosted Flakes, but that is who you used to be. So you have improved greatly as a friend in that regard. But I was just curious because L.
I think we should upgrade him to like DJ Frosty.
DJ Frosty.
Captain Frosty. Thank you very
Captain
much.
Frosty.
Captain
I like
Frosty's
it.
cool.
I like it.
Yeah, Captain Frosty is Ruben. I rename you. I just put my hand on each of his shoulders before just like tapping him on the
We
forehead.
rename you.
Captain We rename you Captain Frosty. Pop.
And there's a gentle knock on the door.
We all look at it.
I look out the window. Are they outside still?
Ruben's mom is not.
It's
Okay.
not. Your mom's outside.
Mom's not outside.
you can
No, look
come
at
in,
you.
Mom. It's unlocked.
And she opens the door a little bit. If you don't mind, could I have a word with you, Sia? In private?
Sure.
Sorry.
Get up and
Continue on.
Yeah. If you
Doesn't
need us,
Turtle
we're here.
look great the way that he painted it?
Yeah, he did a great job with it.
Beautiful expression.
I didn't even know he knew anything about like Ute patterns and stuff, but there's so many things that I always discover that I think are amazing. So,
Did you hear what I said, Sia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knock her on the arm as she walks past to the door.
And just nod and
you step
continue
out
with-
of the hall, and she closes the door, and she says, she's very quiet. Your mother is outside, and my husband's talking to him right now. She seems very distraught and not in a good way at the moment. Thank you for giving her our card.
And like my brain is flashing back to toss it in the garbage can after the last talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't know you're here, but she's
Okay.
trying to find you to talk to you. And before I let her know you're here, do you want her to know you're here? Do you want to talk to her when she's in the state she's in right now? Or, I think, conversation should be open to two-way discussion, not...
It's okay, Dr. B. We're not in a psychiatrist meeting right now.
Should I let her in? Or would you like to step outside?
I will go
with her?
outside. Let's keep this space, since I just only recently been able to come in. Let's keep it a good space. I'll go out to her.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah.
And she gives you a very warm smile back, but not but a knowing smile.
Yeah.
And you go down and you see Ruben's dad see the door open and you come out. And he turns to her, says something, and then he turns and heads back into the house. If you need to see me tomorrow, I'll make some time available, whatever you need.
Thanks, Dr. B.
And he walks in. And your mom's, she's crying, her face is red and puffy, and I know that I'm not somebody you want to see or speak with or anything like that, but I'm really sorry for what I've done to you with what I've done to Adrian too. I'll tell him another time. I never wanted us to end up where we are I never imagined being estranged from my daughter, from my family. And I know that I did unfathomable damage to our relationship. Obviously, I'm not very good at these things. I don't know where to go from here, but even if you want nothing to do with me, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm really sorry that I've brought this on you and not until literally this moment taken any responsibility for it. I can't reach your brother either, and I'm going to find where he is too, so I can go see him. But
He's safe. I've talked to him a couple days ago. He's safe.
I know that I've been a terrible parent for many years now, and I've left you to raise yourself and you and your brother yourselves. And I've honestly never known how to communicate about things like this. And it was pointed out to me that that the shittiness that I've done may have already cost my relationship with you. And as awful as that is, it would be even worse if I didn't at least let you know that I'm sorry. And that I can't say that I didn't mean to do it, because what I did I took actions that caused harm. So I did mean to do things. I didn't think it would do what it did, but the actions are not forgivable, and I'm not looking for forgiveness for them. But I hope that someday we can at least have a relationship again where we can talk to each other and we can see each other.
I'm willing to be civil. I know I spit vitriol, but as my friends like to remind me, I'm not as bad as I try and throw myself out there to be. And as much as you have damaged and hurt me, I can't hate you. There's still good memories I have, even though they're few and far in between of you being gone. I know for the most part you probably didn't recognize it as what it was, but being gone is still a form of neglect. Taking that first step that made me was neglect. But actions speak a lot. So are you still seeing Dr. Carlson?
No.
Can I comprehend to make sure she is telling the truth?
Yeah, you can.
I wish I could totally help.
One success.
You feel like she's being genuine about it.
All right. Did you know about all the things he did to Adrian?
I've never spoken about these things. As our relationship progressed, I learned more and more about his his nature as a parent. But honestly, I was broken enough about it that I don't think then I recognized it for what it was. But looking back, I saw it.
And how did you feel about me and Adrian being friends while we were under the guise of we were just friends and not half siblings?
I didn't know how to broach it with either of you, and I didn't know how to not that I didn't know how to say the words. I was terrified of saying the words. I was so afraid of for all the stuff that I do in science and whatever, I don't know how to handle emotions at all.
No, it's kind of hypocritical to throw me at a psychiatrist and you not take one, right? Talking about not knowing how to process your emotions.
Yes, I know. I see it. I've seen it. I've seen that for a little while. I was using therapy as a way of trying to help you reconcile a problem that I couldn't even say what it was to you. So, do I see the hypocrisy in it? Of course, I do now. I didn't for a long time. And I was trying to just... I was trying to protect you from me, and I was trying to protect me from myself. And I failed at both of those.
And am I in danger now? Do I need protection from you still now?
I want to say no, but I don't know.
I know what Adrian asked and talked to you about at our house. I know you know that he went on the computer and he showed you what he could do.
I don't care what Adrian did on the computer.
But you shouldn't then, because you, if anything, you are a brilliant woman. You are Dr. Lovelace. The threads that may be pulling to why our group is looking into things on your computer of all places.
I didn't think about it when I was there. Honestly, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about, all I was doing was contemplating how to have this conversation. Although, to Adrian's credit, he put it into words that work for me better than my own words to myself.
Yeah, it's the one thing we sort of share as siblings, I guess.
Yeah, you're both blunt.
I don't know what the future of our relationship will be like, but probably the present is the most important to lead to that. Why are you with Crafta?
And she kind of looks away for a moment and up.
Mom, Cassian is hired by Crafta.
Oh no. Oh no, he can't be in there. I'm trying to fix a problem that I created, and I don't know how to fix it yet. I can't tell you the details of it. Honestly, I'll probably... I'll probably be in prison for it at some point, but I have to solve it as much as I can before I go.
So are you in Crafta solving it with their knowledge, or with Crafta under the guise of working for them and trying to solve
I'm
it?
working for them. They've got a problem that I'm trying to solve, and I helped create the problem, and I need to help solve it.
The sentient code?
The sentient code is one of the problems.
Okay, so we got sentient code as a problem, sentient robots happening a problem.
The code is a problem, yes. The robots, whatever's going on with them, I don't want to call it sentience. I mean, it's computer chips and code and all that.
My experience, I beg to differ.
I don't think I can even explain. If I explain it to you, you'll be in trouble.
Mom, if you knew what I knew right now because of my friends and us doing bullshit, I think we're already in deep trouble if anyone finds out. And unfortunately, I'm 18, so, cool. Just
for the first time, I'm going to be a parent for a moment, and I'm going to not tell you this. I'm here for you. I'm not here for an investigation or anything like that. I know my fate is probably sealed, and I accept that. What I can't accept is that my fate with you is sealed. And with Adrian, to be honest, too. If something happens to me, I don't want to know that I never made an attempt to try and fix us. I'm going to stay out of your way. I'm going to be at the hotel down the street from the house, so that if you want to talk, I'll be there. I'll be around. But I'll also stay out of your hair and your friends. I don't want... The shame is on me. I feel it every time that I see you and your friends. But I also have a duty to something that I have to fix. I don't know if it'll happen fast or slow, but if it doesn't happen fast, I don't know if it will be fixed. So I'm going to try. But I'm so sorry that I hurt you in all the ways that I hurt you, and that I didn't do anything to stop it. I think you're amazing and wonderful, and I'm disgusted at myself for not protecting that part of you. And she reaches out and tries to hug you, like very quickly, like a grasp, like almost like grabbing something to clamp it.
Yeah.
I have to go. I can't stay tonight, but I have a meeting I have to go to. But maybe we can have breakfast or something. Or, you know what? I don't want to push anything.
No, we can do breakfast. I get a feeling that time is pressed, and with the sentient code and robots and whatever's in the floodwaters, whatever you're doing, whatever Kraft is doing, whatever Martinez is doing, it's all utter bullshit. That's going to end us.
Too?
I told you, Mom, we know it a lot. I know she's talked to the mayor. They seem to be pinning or trying to point everything to you. But I know you're not... You say it's your responsibility, but I know you're not the only one on the entire goddamn team.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, with me, yes, you have a lot of responsibilities to own up to. But when you work for a company that's been super shady and shitty and hurt a child in their pursuit of making a super soldier, don't take on their bullshit. Also, thank you for not putting me in that program.
One success. That's a start. And she turns to start to walk. I can't wait for breakfast. And then she starts heading down the street.
I look around. Is there any cars that I haven't seen or that seem suspicious? Anyone with
There's cars up and down the
potential-
street. The parking here is street
But
parking.
any car like with people in it that seem
Oh,
to be
not that
watching.
you notice.
Okay.
But she does go down to like a half a block to her car. And pulls out.
All right. I take a breath. All right. And I turn and start walking to go back inside.
And Ruben's parents are both inside the kitchen. And do you need anything?
Maybe just a water.
And
Thank you, Doctor and Dr. B.
they get you a water. I'm sure your friends are upstairs looking out the window.
Sure, they try to crack it
She
open as much as they
smiles.
can.
All right.
I don't know about that next session yet, but if I'm in need of emergency one outside of our usual, I'll let you know.
He gives you a thumbs up. And the rest of you see her leave the outdoor area and head back into the house.
Adrian specifically was not anywhere near the window, and if the window was open, he would have left the room because he wanted to let Sia have that moment.
Yeah, I don't think any of us. I can't imagine any of us wanting to be
Right.
nosy in that stuff.
Maybe
We never
maybe
see it.
Finney.
I think we know Sia enough. Oh, we can't hear you, Tiff.
I have a teasing.
She'd be watching, but she wouldn't be listening because she
Yeah.
would be like, "What if, what if Lovelace came with like the intent to hurt her, or
The
like,
G Squad. Yeah, the G2.
like,
G Men on call.
what if she came here to kidnap her? Like she doesn't."
Right.
I mean, I
And to
honestly
help
feel like
to help
we
fill the
all-
silence in the room, Ruben would ask Adrian if you know a way to track the robot that can go. Maybe invisible is not the right word, but the one that's hard to track because it can avoid detection by other robots.
So
You mean Mannix?
Mm-hmm. Because Tick Tick didn't even know that he was around. So
the big thing with Mannix, I'd have to check LoopNet if he's not registering as an IP on LoopNet. If he's able to mask himself from that much processing power, so putting it into real good terms, the computer that is in Dr. Lovelace's office is a howitzer. The entire LoopNet is a SAR bomba. If
So
they
do it
can't,
or no.
if he's registering an IP, yeah, I can track him. If he's not registering and if LoopNet can't even see him, Not unless I'm able to jury rig something that we get on him somehow.
And the door opens
Yeah.
with Sia coming up.
I mean, so that's the question. If we can get
I just sit down.
1 to 10, how we doing? 6, 4.
Maybe around there. She actually apologized.
She looked like she mean it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Think about what you want to do next. I'm not gonna pry on that. I'm doing the thing again, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
No, I tried to integrate along with the conversation about her dealing with Crafta. She sort of freaked out a little bit. And
Oh, I
prodded
could talk to her then and actually freak her out if you want me to.
No, I probed her a bit, kind of basically let out that we knew about Dr. Martinez, which that also freaked her out. Apparently hearing Cassian working for Crafta very much freaked her out.
Well, that was my idea of what happened with that out of the water then.
Yeah, and she's deeply convinced that she is solely responsible and must solely be the one to solve the sentient code problem.
I look really hard at Sia for a second.
Why is she responsible for her?
Because she's a Lovelace. Well, whatever her maiden name is.
Is she staying at the house? Is she gonna be at your house, or
No, she's staying at a hotel.
Well, at least you get the house back.
Mm.
But it's also a big empty space. If you want to keep crashing over at my place, you're more than welcome.
We'll see.
at least we might have access to the computer stuff we need it without any interference.
I'm not going to touch that for a day or two at least.
No, I'm not saying today. I'm just saying, like, if we need
Yeah.
to, like, she's not going to be there.
I don't know if she'd stop me at this point.
Man, it sounds like.
Oh, I owe you a window, by the way, Sia.
Put some wood on it.
It's okay. My dad
What's
will
your-
give you a job.
Oh shit.
What?
I let him
He's-
know you were good with computers and left
How
it at that.
good?
I just said good with computers. And then he said, let it slip that he might be interested in letting you do some contract work on the down low.
I mean, I was looking at doing white hat hacking anyways, but...
Yeah,
I
you have a
guess
future
I'll
now.
meet your father about it. I don't know. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
All right. So, Adrian's got a job. Sia's had a talk with her mom. You've had a talk with your dad.
You're working in
Hunter's
karate
reading
again.
books. Hunter's reading books.
You're working
Let's
for
look at that
karate
show.
again.
Yeah,
Look,
Ruben has
I'm
a
happy for
Ruben
it.
has a turtle.
Ruben has a turtle. Ruben has a healthy
most-
family.
yes,
Stable
Ruben has
family.
most-
All right.
Um,
Yeah, we're living it up.
Ruben
So-
wins, by the way.
Are we?
Oh, something bad's gonna really happen now.
Do we want to go try to speak with Daniel now?
What time is it?
I look over at the clock. What time is it? Right.
It's probably, with all the time Adrian had spent, it's probably like 8 or 9 at night.
Yeah, because this was all after school.
Yeah.
So,
Go check out Dr.
If it's
Why not working?
Martinez's place, since that might be closed, and at least get an idea of the
Oh,
the land.
I'm not sure if did Seraphine already tell us about? Wasn't there something at school the next day?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't mention that. Tomorrow is like technology day at school.
again,
And you know that
Yeah.
every year this is because you're in a science-based economy here, it is a big deal at the school. They bring in, the company, the local technology companies bring their wares and show off stuff to try and encourage people to go into science and engineering and all that. You remember before the flood, like they even brought a magnetrine ship and let people climb a rope ladder up into it, while it hovered over the ground and like cool stuff like that. It has become a lot more tame and less interesting lately.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tomorrow. So she just like shrugs. Maybe we can do something with that, maybe not.
Maybe we can also ditch. I don't
Well, I mean, we
particularly
can
one to deal with.
see what
Now
Kraft is
you're
trying
speaking my
to
language.
front at the school.
You don't get to ditch. You have too much shit to catch up on.
Not wrong.
What was that, Sia?
So we could at least see what Kraft is trying to front at the school, because it's all going to be
That's
PR for
true.
them. And then see if there's any other companies that are friendly with them. See how wide their net is. Might be able to trip somebody up.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
They might even show us some stuff on like make it seem like it's a lighter thing that is somehow tied to what's really going on there. Sometimes they show like the starting things and stuff even though they're further along. Might give us an idea of what they might be working towards for some of this stuff. I don't know.
It's not a bad
See,
idea.
Do you think your mom would, if she knew anything about my dad, do you think she'd be willing to tell me? Or tell you?
Well, she seems keen on maintaining a relationship with me or trying to get one, so I'm sure if I asked, she would.
Did you
If
ask?
she knew.
Did you ask? Just,
Of course.
I just want to know anything, about that day, if she knows anything.
Well, I'm supposed to see her for breakfast tomorrow. I'm giving her that.
Do you want to go alone, or do you need someone to come with you? Not saying you can't do it alone, but
Toughest person here. But yeah, if you
Word.
need somebody, any of us would be willing to go with you.
And I think it'd be funny if Adrian came with me, but I don't know if she's ready for that, because she also
I think
mentioned
she
trying
is.
to say, "Yeah, are you ready
I
for
think
that?"
she is. I don't have. So here, outside of the issues with your mother that you have, your
Mhm.
mother's never been anything but kind to me. She's been kinder to me than my own father was. And I get your mother to a degree.
Yeah.
I don't mind going
Jeez.
with you if you want me to. But that's if you want me to.
Family dinner, breakfast,
Family
meal.
breakfast? Sure, we'll do Adrian looks like, at the word family, he's like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Okay, family breakfast. Sure. The first time that family's been used to connect us publicly with
Mhm.
anybody present ever.
Hmm.
I mean, you just said family meeting when you got here. So technically.
That's different. That's
And
different.
when Sia says it, it's something entirely
Right.
different.
Right. Adrian's always called it family meeting. Probably back when
I
we
know.
were even kids, he called it family meeting.
Just promise me if she does know something, even if it's like the worst possible thing, you'll tell me.
We're not going to hide it from you.
Yeah, we
We're
would
not
never
gonna
hide it from you.
It would do more damage, and it wouldn't actually spare your feelings.
Yeah. All right. Just make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Finny, you staying here, or are you coming back tonight?
Wait,
Well, look-
did we say sleepover at Reuben?
Did we say sleepover? Did we just sleep over at Reuben?
I don't think
We've
Hold on.
never slept
Reuben-
over at Reuben's.
1 second. Pause. Reuben, your opinion on this
Yes.
actually matters, and your comfort actually matters on this. I know how limited your social battery is. Do you want us to spend the night, or do you need time? This is also everyone's first time in your room. This is a lot. It's okay for you to be done.
Hold on a second, because he is going to.
if it makes a
roll.
difference, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, you should be with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you won't
Yeah.
have this many people here. You'll have one less at least.
Hunter probably needs to go home, make sure his dad knows that he's staying on the straight and narrow.
I mean, I can just sleep on a couch or go to Adrian's.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll a heart, which is gonna be
Oh,
one
oh.
dice.
Oh!
Let's go.
Hey, the one dice worked great for Adrian this time. I'm just saying.
Success.
Oh.
So the question is, does that mean that Adrian actually Ruben speaks his real feelings?
Hate you all.
But he's gonna tell you. So we're gonna. That's fine. We can have a sleepover here. That's fine. And he says just normally nothing seems off about it. He just says that's that's fine. There's plenty of space here.
All right. Well, some of us should walk Riker home because we just talked about not splitting up, and we should stick to it this time because that's the one surprisingly smart thing Hunter had said last time.
Yeah, I think it's the books. The book, singular. My bad. I think it's the book.
Hey, I'm learning.
You are. I'm proud of you.
Books are great. They should do more books.
Just so you know, I'm probably going to stop by my mom's work. She's still working right now. It's not that late. Get some food and take it over to Chris first.
Yeah, sure.
You need something
If
more
you're
than
going to see Chris,
You went and saw Chris.
Yeah, remember we told you that. We
Yeah, 'cause-
told you.
Oh, they
I
told
told
her.
Adrian and told him, and he would have relayed that to you.
Oh
too
yeah,
before
that's
you
right.
left.
That's right. Sorry. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I thought she still didn't know.
He seemed like he was doing a little bit better after we all talked to him, but he's way worse than I thought.
if you're going to
Fragile.
see Chris, I need to come with you because I need to tell him things. Some things about what I did today, and some things about things that have happened in the past.
Well,
So-
maybe not tonight. Like maybe come a different day. I mean, this is a lot that just happened today. I mean, the dude was literally trying to kill himself today. So I mean,
That's fair. It's
maybe
a good
just-
thing you ran into you and not me with that last one.
I mean, I can go with Riker. And then-
Honestly, I told C I'm ashamed to say this, but I almost stabbed him.
But you didn't. I would have shot him. So
I went to
there's
get
a
the flare gun
that's the
to burn
difference.
him. I got the flare gun to hit him with it, to hurt him, to burn him, I mean, those things can kill people too. They're not-
I leaned forward and I was going to be grabbing my father's 45 caliber. There's a difference there. A flare gun's not designed to kill somebody.
I don't know what it was, man.
But
Divine
you stop.
intervention.
You're a good. No, you're a good person. Self-intervention. In that moment, you made the right decision.
Last split-second choice. Luck.
I mean,
No. Not luck. You made the right decision. In the end, you proved that you were the better person. That's
Hey
all
man,
there is
don't
to it.
Person.
don't
Not
mull
better.
on what could happen. You did the right thing. We're
I
doing the right
agree.
thing now.
I agree with Hunter.
If I did the right thing, I would have stayed there to make sure he wasn't dying on the ground. I hit him hard in the neck, dude.
You hit him hard in the neck, but you also didn't hit him again hard in the neck. You also didn't stab him when you had the opportunity to. And he had been coming at you with lethal intent because if he came with you how he came at me, that was lethal intent.
Yeah, he did. He had a weapon in his hand. But
Yeah.
So you disarmed him, you left him on the ground. That's not on you at that point. You made the right call.
Yeah,
You are a good person.
You were mean to him then. You're nice to him now. And now is what
This is where we're
matters.
stopping. Hunter. I look
Shouldn't-
at. Is there
Wait,
something? No, his room's too clean. Ruben's room's too clean for there to be something for me to throw at Hunter on the ground. Never mind.
Yeah, don't throw Ruben stuff, but
You can.
Yes,
It's, I
Ruben.
can clean it again. It's fine. I put
No.
everything away.
No.
So
I'm just
I
gonna
thought-
take food. and then I'm gonna go home. I don't want to have a whole
But
conversation.
before we do, there's one thing that my mom would want us to do. If we could take a picture, just all of us.
When was the last
Together.
time we've done a group picture?
aw,
It's
Back when we were
been
kids.
years.
Oh,
I have a
Yeah,
photo.
why not? Hell yeah, why
I
not?
pull
That's a
I open
87?
I take out a dresser, pull out the picture, the last one we took all together.
little
I
Polaroid.
keep it in like a little drawer. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's in
Picture,
it's in a
Scott?
frame.
Oh
It's
my-
in a frame.
How old
Is this
are
what
we?
us
What
as
year was
kids?
it?
Did I have?
What year?
Did I have both
Was
my
it the
legs back
Sweden
there?
trip?
83, something like that.
Did I
Oh,
have
damn, it's
both
been
my
that long
legs?
since we've taken a group shot? I figured we would have taken
Of a
Oh.
group shot?
Oh,
Probably.
God.
Of a group shot? Probably.
Yeah,
Look at
all
those
of
knee-high socks.
Oh, we were such dorks.
I was.
Oh, I
That
forgot.
looked good.
I forgot about the gray shorts and the knee-high white socks. That was a
Oof.
look. That was a look slinger.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
was I really that edgy of a little dude?
Oh,
Oh no!
There's just a nod in the back.
Oh,
Just
no.
You're
cackling.
still kind of edgy. You're still kind of edgy.
No, I'm
Wow.
sinister. There's a difference.
All right. Yeah, we can get a group shot.
You
Why
all
not?
gather, and the dad comes in, and he gets the camera lined up. All right, a little tighter. All right.
she actually, for once, tries to fix up her hair.
When-
Yeah.
Tiffany will help you.
Thank you.
Totally flexing in the back.
Fluffs it.
On the count of three, say pizza.
Smacks Hunter in the back of the head.
Then on the count of three, say pizza, and sets up. One,
Pizza.
two,
Pizza.
three.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Flash of light, and everyone's blinded for a moment, and this is where we'll break.
Hey!
Yay.
What a cute moment to end on.
And now we're about
Next
to get
episode's
into
gonna
some
break our
real crazy
hearts.
shit next week.
Next episode's gonna break our hearts.
Next
I can't
episode,
wait.
murdered by juicy robots.
Yep.
Probably
Well, you
We're
gonna pick
one of
one?
us. Come
Watch.
back next week, or one of us doesn't make it.
Yeah.
Next week, Riker's gonna be like, "Look, I need to go see my mom by myself, nobody around," and then Mike is gonna absolutely murder you, and he's a cyborg.
Oh my god.
He's gonna show up in
Yeah, Mike.
Riker's skin.
I still have Mike that hates me. I mean, I fixed my beef with Chris, but there is still somebody out there who.
Yeah,
does
yeah.
True.
hate me.
There's still that dude. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And now
Have a
he's
good night,
Cyborg
everybody.
Mike.
We will see you
Good
next
night.
week.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.